Shiva Nama Om Shanti 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 Om Shiva Nama Om. O Brahman, O the Ishwar, O the eternity, O the boundless, give us all strength to shed our karma. O Brahman, give us the sunshine so we can get the energy for the planet. O Brahman, O the endless, O the limitless, O the most potent, O the omniscient, O the omnipresent, give us the strength to shed our karma, heal us from the karma, heal all of us, the one who are struggling unfortunately with depression, the one who are struggling with OCD, the one who are struggling with anxiety, the one who are struggling with paranoia, the one who are struggling with fear or psychosis, any type of mental disorders or karma, Brahman. This Atman know as much as you do, Brahman. Heal us, all of us, from the karma. Give us the strength to deal with and keep going, Brahman. We, the Atman, we are not the quitter, Brahman. We are walking in your way, so embrace us. We step towards you. You take steps towards us now. We are not going to leave unless you give us the strength to walk in your path, the path which is full of truth and the path which is full of wisdom. O Brahman, lead us in the path which is full of truth and which is full of wisdom, Brahman. Give us the truth, give us the ultimate wisdom, ultimate truth, Brahman, the ultimate truth which is you, Brahman. Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Om Shiva Nama, Om Shiva Nama, Om Nama Shiva. Aham Brahman, O the boundless, O the limitless, Aham Brahman, Aham Brahmansmi. Aham Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. When you are getting any chances, whenever you have chances, sit in silence. Sit in silence and explore and look inwards. Do not get fascinated with the objects around you. Do not get fascinated with the beings around you. Do not be perplexed or be overwhelmed by your thinking process. Sit in the silence as right now I am sitting. You see, sit in the sun. Sun basically means fire. Have you heard, have you understood the five elements of nature? Have you understood the five elements of nature, basically, which support the accumulation on the face of planet Earth? Have you heard of those? Have you understood fully? One of them is fire. You see, when I am in rather a state of meditation, I do not use my thinking process. Water, air, space, earth, and fire. Five elements of the nature which support the accumulation. One of them is fire. Water, 72 to 76% of your body is water. Give gratitude to water. It washes you. It keeps you alive. We know we wouldn't exist without it. It cleans us inside out. Give gratitude, and then you would see that your skin would be healthier. And then you would see excuse me, you would look more attractive. You see, if you give gratitude to water, you see, you would get rid of or at least lessen the depression. You would lessen anxiety if you give gratitude. How do you give gratitude? Put the water right in front of you while you are trying to one or merge with Brahman, and put the water over there and just look at it and understand that how significant that is. It's our life which is sitting in the cup, because we understand the significance. Had it not been there or around anywhere, we cannot survive. It's just the number of days. So give your attitude, give your gratitude, not attitude. Give your gratitude to water, okay? And then your relationship with your accumulation, you are essentially life energy, and your relationship with your accumulation would be better. You see, sit in the sun. It is good. It helps you. It heals you. It takes the power from cosmos. It takes the power from eternity. It takes the power from boundless. It takes the potency from cosmos, and it delivers it to you. So sit in the sun. Do these things every day. This is what your well being is. That is what we understand your well being. See, the reflection. The reflection, feel the reflection of sun on your skin. Feel Feel the intensity profoundly and deeply. Feel the intensity of sun on your skin. You see, when you sit in the sun, have a moment or silence. You see silence. Shh, this is silence. Have a moment of silence or two. You can live with that, I'm sure. Maintain silence for some time. Not only the silence around you, but the silence within you. You see, give gratitude to water. 72 to 76% of your body is water. Give gratitude to your breathing. Our breathing is an activity which is the most fundamental and the most significant activity that there is, because we understand through our wisdom, we understand through our focus, if this activity stops, if you understand what I'm saying to you, we understand through our focus, and we understand through our meditation. We understand through our focus, and we understand through our meditation that breathing, we are breathing right now, and we are alive, and we are giving gratitude. We are giving gratitude you to the most important activity that there is, and that is our breathing. You see, because we realize and we know fully that if this activity stops, every activity which is relevant would stop. Every activity, in other words, is depending on this fundamental and this most significant activity. Become alert enough of your thoughts. Sit still, gently. Be gentle to yourself. Always trust yourself. Follow my lips. Read my lips. Listen to sound of my voice. Listen to the sound of my voice. Listen to the sound of my voice. Know that you trust yourself but not your thoughts. Know that thought only arrives afterwards. Have you ever focused enough to realize that? Have you ever focused enough to acknowledge that? The thought only arrives afterwards. But since the process of thinking has become so rampant in us, so automatic in us, that we think that thinking or thought process is natural. But I can guarantee you that there, but I can guarantee you that there is nothing natural about the thought process. Thought process is not natural. Thoughts or thinking is abstract. Intuition through yourself is natural. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. You can listen to your thought, but then you can decide whether to discard it or to act on it. But you must be alert enough to listen to it. The only way you would be alert enough when you create a distance, otherwise, it would take you anywhere. You see, in ancient India, there is a story. A man was on a man was on a horse, and the horse was wild. In ancient India, there is a story. A man was on a horse, and the horse was wild and was running, and the man was sitting on the horse, and it was running on a super speed. And there was a passerby. The passerby was nearby. The passerby was nearby. And he looked at the man and yelled and said, and asked the man, the rider, he passerby asked the rider, "Where are you going in such a hurry?" And the rider on the horse said, "I don't know. Ask the horse." So just like that, shh, just like that, thoughts may be very compelling, but all a thought always arises after you have perceived, but it follows very rapidly on a very fast speed. And since we have not created sufficient distance. We means to whom it is concerned. We means to whom it may concern. Have not has not created, one has not created the sufficient distance. One thinks that you are perceiving the thought as you are perceiving the moment. You can know without thinking, you know that? You can know through your intuition. That's the highest level of understanding that there is. I'm pouring pure wisdom out. I'm liberating you. My words are very significant. I'm freeing you from the suffering. I'm liberating you. I'm pouring pure wisdom out. So pay attention to the sound of my voice and focus. A thought always arises after you have perceived. It's not possible that you are having a thought while you are perceiving. What you are even if you are having a thought in a moment, it is always behind than the perception, but you cannot tell the distance. Are you following me? But you cannot tell the distance. You cannot tell the difference because you are not alert enough yet. But you are working on it, and there is tons of hope. And I'm proud of you. When you have become balanced enough in yourself, then you spread that words. Once you have become balanced enough in yourself, then you spread the words of truth and wisdom to those around you, just like I do to you. There is no student or teacher here. There is no disciple or guru here. There is none of that. There is no guru or disciple. We all are learning one way or another. Some of us have achieved a little earlier the higher level of awareness or consciousness than others. That's the only difference. Universe, cosmos, Brahman, eternity, Paramatma. That's the word in Sanskrit or Hindi also. Paramatma does not understand who is good or bad. It only understands who is more aware and who is less aware. So become alert, become aware. I would give you an example to what I said a few minutes ago. As you see, I am sitting in a state of meditation and delivering the words of truth and delivering the words of wisdom, as you see. Now, this is a beautiful day. The sun is shining on me, is shining on everyone. You know, sun does not discriminate on the abstract foundations. Are you following? Sun does not discriminate on the abstract foundation. Sun does not discriminate on the basis of color, on the basis of gender, on the basis of nationality, on the basis of religion, philosophy, or dogmas. It does not. These things are all abstract and unfortunately have created tremendous amount of indifferences and the differences, tremendous amount of differences among humans. You see, we the rishis, we the sannyasis, we the yogis, we the meditators are fighting against these abstract concepts and trying to bring humanity together, to unite humanity. Now, sun is shining on me and everyone equally. You see, on each and one of us, the one who is going to the mosque, the one who is going to church, the one who is going to shul or synagogue, the one who is going to gurdwara, the one who is going to temple, no matter who you are, the sun is shining on you. Without your belief system, without the dogmas, it does not discriminate. It gives you equally. So learn to give equally, have one eye for the entire creation, people. Now, it's a beautiful day, sun is shining, shining on me and everyone else too. My beautiful creation. You see, sun is shining to my beautiful creation. And it is not discriminating. And then I verbalize within. I say, what a beautiful day. Now there is a thought. You see, the one who is saying, what a beautiful day, I verbalize within, as I do not know. Now that is a thought. When I am sitting here and I am silent within and around me, and I'm sitting here and I am one with the sacred, I'm one with the divinity, I'm one with God in the state of meditation, you see? And I'm just perceiving without having any thoughts. And the sun is shining on me, and I'm verbalizing within. Not that it's happening, I'm giving you an example. The sun that I'm verbalizing within, what a beautiful day. Like as I do not know, as I am not perceiving it. So what is perceiving is through you without having any thoughts. You know the day is beautiful. It's not necessary to verbalize it. Always trust your intuitions. Always trust yourself, but not your thought. Create enough distance from the thought. You can look at the thought and see if it goes in your favor or if it goes against you. And then you can decide whether to discard it or to keep it. That's wisdom from the wisdom tradition. Do not make an assumption that everyone thinks same. That's another thing I want you to know. Do not make an assumption that everyone thinks the same. As my mentor Don Miguel Ruiz talks in his book, The Four Agreements. It's a beautiful book. The book itself is enough to liberate you. I have mentioned this book, Copium, in numerous times before. You see, he talks about that and he brings clarity in your perception. My mentor, Don Miguel Ruiz. He says, human make the biggest assumption of all times that everyone thinks the same. It's a lie, and it is. You can mark my words on it. I know it through my own experience, not because my mentor said so. You know what you know, others know what they know, but not everyone is thinking the same. No. Until unless two people voluntarily bringing their focus on a particular subject, there may be a little bit of attachment of thoughts, but that's about it. That's the extent you can go as far as everybody's thinking the same. Is the assumption. It's a lie. It's not true. Get along with each other, learn to coexist, learn to get along. No matter how hard it may seem, learn to forgive. Learn to get along with each other, please. That would create a paradise, a heaven around you. O Brahmatma, O Brahma, O Paramatma, O the boundless, keep us in your path. Om Shiva.